live with the news where you live. Good Morning Richmond starts now.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Richmond Weekend Edition on this Saturday morning. I'm Sarah Molina. We'll get to your top stories in just a moment, but as always, we start with your Storm Tracker 8 forecast and meteorologist Jacqueline Waters. Jackie, good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. Hopefully you had a good 4th of July. We had great weather. Today will be another day filled with beautiful sunshine, nice comfortable conditions. It will be hot. It is July. It's July 5th, and it's going to be a great day before changes are on the way tomorrow. Temperatures outside right now sitting at 72 in Richmond, 66 in Ashland, upper 60s Petersburg down to Emporia, 70 West Point and Tappahannock. Today, plenty of sunshine continues across the area. A few more fair weather clouds this afternoon, and then now we have tropical storm Chantal off the Georgia-South Carolina coast. That's going to be bringing us moisture as we head into the later half of the day tomorrow. Also showers and thunderstorms. But today, no risk of rain, plenty of sunshine from now all the way through this evening. Temperatures will top out near 90. So head out to the pool, head out maybe on a nice walk. Take advantage of that weather because tomorrow changes are on the way with the humidity, more clouds around, and also that risk of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening. Back over to you, Sarah.
Jackie, thanks. Now over in Chesterfield, a man is ATV overturned and crashed off-road on Isle Pines Drive. But we're told the driver of the ATV rode on Isle Pines Drive. But we're told the driver of the ATV was not hurt. And while many people celebrated independence, commemorated a milestone achievement by gaining. And while many people celebrated independence, commemorated a milestone achievement by gaining. Commemorated a milestone achievement by gaining 40 countries gathered at the Virginia Museum of History. 40 countries gathered at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture. Citizens must be legal U.S. residents for at least 5 years before taking a test with 100 history and civics questions. Shanice Cummings came to America from Jamaica in 2021, while Edwin Gutierrez arrived from El Salvador as a child, each with their own unique story of why they're here.
Doesn't matter how the circumstances is, I keep pushing, and now I'm here and now I'm an American citizen, and I'm so happy.
I've known Edwin since he was in grade school with my son, and I knew he was in the process, and I'm just so thrilled that you were naturalized here at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture. It's very exciting.
I feel very weight lifted off my shoulders, and yeah, it's been a long progress.
Those looking to achieve citizenship can sign up for a 3-week course that starts on July 11th. Now to the latest 4th of July tradition. Competitive eating legend Joey Chestnut once again crowned champion of Nathan's hot dog eating contest. He chowed down on 70 and a half hot dogs to claim the victory and win back his mustard belt for the 17th time. But who needs a mustard belt when you can win the Golden Glizzy? In Richmond, contestants lined up at Parlays for the 2nd annual hot dog eating contest yesterday. With 10 minutes on the clock, participants had to eat as many hot dogs and buns as they could. Hands only, no utensils. All 13 contestants came hungry with water provided for dunking. Winner Paul Tran put down 9 hot dogs.
I feel like now that things have settled down, I can have another hot dog, yeah. This is truly America's sport. Eating hot dogs on the 4th of July. Watching like so many dogs, like 70 dogs on TV, nothing's better.
Now last year, Axios ranked Richmond among the top 10 hot dog loving cities in America. But yesterday, Yorktown gave Richmond a run for their money. A hot dog eating contest held at Riverwalk Landing brought in a major crowd. The challenge there, eat 5 hot dogs as fast as you can. Officials say Dangerous Dan took home the top prize, eating all 5 hot dogs in less than 5 minutes. And this morning, the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council is weighing in on the age-old question, is a hot dog a sandwich? As it turns out, the council has a very strong opinion on the subject. No, it is not. But it took a few years to come to that conclusion. When it first arrived on American shores from Europe in the late 1800s, it was often referred to as a Coney Island sandwich or Frankfurter sandwich. In 2015, the council decided that the humble hot dog actually exceeds the sandwich category. Yet 6 years later, in honor of National Hot Dog Day, the council released the results of a survey which found that 57% of people agreed that a hot dog is not a sandwich. But the controversy has continued. In 2018, Oscar Mayer publicly announced that hot dogs were indeed sandwiches, seemingly for no other reason than to ignite a debate on Twitter. So that Twitter debate, I think I'd be on the side of a hot dog is not a sandwich.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I know it has a bun, but you don't call a burger a sandwich. I mean, I'm trying to think of another thing with a bun, but I mean...
A burger is even more of a sandwich than a hot dog, I would say.
Yeah, that's true, because I mean, at least it's in the shape of it. Yeah, I mean, interesting. Let us know what you think, but I don't think...
This holiday weekend is perfect for burgers and hot dogs, so, if you're out planning to grill, what should people know?
Yeah, they should know the weather's going to be great, whether you think hot dogs are sandwiches or not. The weather is definitely going to be great for all the things to grill on the grill this evening. So it will be hot, but not humid. High temperatures today will top out near 90, but it's not going to feel above that when you factor in the humidity because we're just in that muggy category. Great for grilling this evening. Temperatures will be dropping down into the low to mid 80s by 7 p.m. with mostly clear skies. If you're headed out maybe to do some fishing, the James River running a touch high at 6.3 in mind. Those heights will continue to drop to about 5.5 feet by early Monday morning. And if you're headed out to about 5.5 feet by early Monday morning. And if you're headed out to the beach, you are definitely not going to be alone. A lot of people out in Virginia Beach already right now. And today, we're looking at really nice weather. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s in Virginia Beach. Rip current risk low. That rip current risk does go to that moderate level tomorrow as Tropical Storm Chantal starts to move into the coast. So we'll keep you updated on that. Back over to you, Sarah.
Jackie, thanks. And next, the big beautiful bill has officially been signed by President Trump. We break down the Republican victory and the response from Virginia leaders. Plus, we hear from a local Richmond woman who uses Medicaid. She says the cuts outlined in the national spending package could impact health care in the Commonwealth. Her message next.
And outside right now, beautiful sunshine overhead. You can see a few people out walking and running at our War Memorial camera. Get out there and enjoy the beautiful sunshine today before more clouds move in tomorrow. We're back on the other side of the break.
What we've done is put everything into one bill. It's never happened before. It's the biggest bill of its type in history. We've never had anything like that before.
President Trump celebrated the 4th of July and the passage of his tax cut and spending plan. In a huge win for Trump, Congress met his self-imposed deadline for this bill, but even the members of the administration said it wasn't easy getting this done. And this morning, the fight over what's in the bill is far from over. The bill's narrow approval through Congress, a huge win for the president and his Republican loyalists. But getting it passed was controversial from beginning to end, with a few hardline Republicans slamming the bill's price tag. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates that Trump's bill will add $3.4 trillion to the national debt in the next decade. The CBO also says some 11.8 million Americans could lose their health insurance coverage because of the bill's heavy cuts to Medicaid. And we're hearing from Virginia hospital leaders who say this spending bill could significantly impact the state's Medicaid program, threaten coverage for vulnerable patients, and strain resources. Julian Walker with the Virginia Hospital and Healthcare Association says their projections show 302,000 Virginians will lose coverage under this plan. You can see here a list of hospitals at risk in Virginia. It includes Southern Virginia Regional Medical Center in Emporia and Rappahannock General Hospital in Kilmarnock. These hospitals have operated in a negative margin for the last 3 years, and some are top Medicaid providers in the state. And this morning, a Richmond woman is weighing in on those Medicaid cuts. Katina Moss says she became her mother's caretaker after a tumor was discovered on her spine around 8 years ago. It led to 3 spinal surgeries in just 12 days. She ended up qualifying for Medicaid, which allowed her to take care of her mom and herself without so much financial burden.
Life can happen in a way that I can't help, and then I can't go to the doctor because I can't afford it. And that's when it gets really real. It got really real for me. It's like, well, how come we all can't just go to the doctor? We need to be healthy. We need to live. We all need medical care. That should be something that everyone has access to.
And now we're hearing from Virginia lawmakers about the passage of this spending package. Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner slamming the spending, saying in part, quote, Virginians deserve better, especially on a day that's meant to be about celebrating the promise of America and the freedom from tyranny. Still engines because the NASCAR is roaring into the windy city. We have a live look at the track and the drivers to watch. Plus, in Spain, these runners are putting their best heel forward. Why they are racing and a reason for the footwear. We'll tell you all about it coming up in our trending story.
Storm Tracker 8 Weather is sponsored by 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We make junk disappear. Window World of Richmond is proud to sponsor Viper real-time radar on Richmond's most accurate forecast. Now, your Storm Tracker 8 weather.
Good morning and welcome back. I'm Storm Tracker 8 meteorologist Jacqueline Waters. And we do have now Tropical Storm Chantal in the Atlantic. Currently has wind speeds of 40 miles per hour, moving very slowly to the north at 2 miles per hour. And this is an upgrade from we had Tropical Depression 3, so that has strengthened in the 8 a.m. update from the National Hurricane Center. It is forecast to strengthen still to a tropical storm, not forecast to strengthen into a hurricane, but winds of about 45 miles per hour before making landfall somewhere near Charleston, South Carolina, early tomorrow morning. So we'll keep you updated, of course, on the latest. It will continue to trek slowly to the north into North Carolina and then Virginia. It will weaken considerably, but it is going to bring us tropical moisture starting tomorrow and that risk of showers and storms as well, which we'll talk about. But in the meantime, enjoy the quiet conditions. It's quiet and beautiful out there right now. Temperatures are in the upper 60s in Warsaw, 70 in West Point, 68 Mechanicsville, 69 in Richmond, mid-60s in Bumpus, and 71 in Mineral, mid-70s in Louisa. South of 64, temperatures are ranging from 65 in Purdy to 73 in Lawrenceville, right next door, 68 in Flat Rock, and 68 in Petersburg as well. So it's comfortable out there. We have low humidity, we have plenty of sunshine, and that continues throughout the entire day. So head out there, enjoy the beautiful Saturday that will be a crop out there. So if you're headed out to the pool, just remember the sunscreen as the UV index will be very high. And make sure you stay hydrated. Tonight, a few more clouds move in. Overnight lows drop into the mid to upper 60s. And tomorrow, we start off the day with partly sunny skies. We'll have thicker clouds south of 64 and along the coast, and we'll stay dry through about the lunchtime hour. Then by lunch, we'll start to see some showers and thunderstorms along the Virginia-North Carolina border. Those will continue to trek to the north, bringing us scattered showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon and evening hours. Tomorrow, I am thinking it will be a little bit cooler because we'll have more clouds around, so we'll be in the mid to upper 80s still. And when you factor in that humidity, we will have those triple-digit heat indices. So scattered showers and storms tomorrow afternoon and evening. And then we look to be mainly dry Sunday night into Monday before more showers and storms will be around for Monday afternoon and evening. And then as we head into Tuesday, that's when we'll see that isolated risk of showers and storms. That isolated risk stays with us on Wednesday. Temperatures will be in the low 90s. And then more numerous scattered showers and storms move in for Thursday, with maybe just a few isolated storms still lingering into Friday. And next Saturday, we're looking great with partly sunny skies. Back over to you, Sarah.
Jackie, thanks. And now in your 8 sports news, NASCAR is back in the Windy City. The first 2 years NASCAR has gone to Chicago, rain has impacted 3 of the 4 races. So we want to get a live look at the track this morning. They'll look for more cooperation from Mother Nature this weekend for Saturday's Xfinity Series Loop 110 and Sunday's NASCAR Cup Grant Park 165. Both races were shortened by rain or darkness due to the delays 2 years ago. Then last year, another storm cell hovered over Grant Park at the start of the Sunday race. This weekend marks the final year of the city's 3-year contract with NASCAR, so the future of the race is as uncertain as the weather here. One driver who'd hate to see it go is Shane Van Giberson, who won his NASCAR Cup debut in 2023, then the Xfinity race a year ago. And if this is the grand finale in this setting, Chase Briscoe is among many who'd love to be taking home the checkered flag. He's been at opposite ends of the spectrum, his last 2 races being involved in that huge crash involving half the field last week in Atlanta. That came a week after Briscoe won for the first time for Joe Gibbs Racing at Pocono. He's finished 20th and 32nd in Chicago.
It's tough because every time we come here it changes, just the road conditions, right? And whether, you never know if a car broke down, left a big oil spot, or, the paint, where they paint the lines can be slicker from year to year. And then, the weather's a huge variable as well. So, yeah, I feel like we have a pretty good understanding of what to do in the wet. We honestly probably have more laps here in wet conditions than dry conditions. So it's a tricky racetrack. There's no track certainly like it. Street tracks are just so unique compared to everything else we do because there's literally zero margin for error. Everywhere else we go, we're running in a groove, and if you get out of the groove, there's runoff, right? And same for a road course. If you make a mistake, there's room to kind of make up for it. Where here, if you make a mistake, you just hit the wall. So it's extremely challenging for us drivers.
That win at Pocono was the third of his Cup Series career. Xfinity Series Loop 110 kicks off at 4:30 this evening. We'll be right back after the break.
Good morning and welcome back. Time right now, 8:23. Clear skies overhead and low humidity. Enjoy it because changes are on the way tomorrow as tropical moisture moves in. The risk of showers and storms will also be with us tomorrow afternoon.
And it's time now for a look at what's trending this morning. In Madrid, Spain, runners weren't lacing up their sneakers for a race. They were strapping on heels. Take a look. On Thursday, runners strapped on their heels, which needed to be higher than 5 inches to participate in the annual Pride race. Despite the heat, supporters came out to cheer them on, some in drag and fanning themselves to keep cool.
That's pretty fun.
I don't think I could do that.
I don't think I could either. I mean, I think if we set our minds to it, we could do anything. But yes. I would not sign up for it.
No, me
I would
either.
break my ankles.
I can't even walk in heels good.
Me either.
And they're running.
Yeah.
That was really impressive, actually.
I know. That's impressive. I will be watching from the sidelines, not competing in that.
Absolutely. And coming up in our next half hour, the lawsuit filed by a former Rich Neck teacher who was shot by a student is going to trial. We break down the latest in the case. Plus, new alcohol-related laws are now in effect across the Commonwealth, what they say and how they could impact your next stop at the ABC store. Jackie?
And again, get outside today because tomorrow you might not want to. You might want to hang on the couch as showers and thunderstorms will start to move in for the afternoon and evening hours. I'll talk all about your full forecast coming up, but time now for this week's Epic Discounts.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by BestReviews.com. I'm Ashley Howard. Be sure to take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen so you can save on some amazing products. First up, looking for the ultimate way to get around town? Check out this electric scooter with a powerful motor and speeds up to 21 miles per hour. It has both dual suspension and military-grade damping for 100% vibration reduction, even on cobblestones. Stay safe with triple lighting and dual brakes. The best part, it folds in 3 seconds, weighs around 30 pounds, and fits under your desk. It's app-enabled, flat-proof tires, and has a 30-mile range. I mean, what more could you want? Next up for my pet lovers, the Base Paws dog and cat DNA testing kits. With just a quick swab, you'll get a detailed breakdown of your pet's breed mix, genetic traits, and even potential health markers. It's the insight you need to better understand your four-legged family members and keep them healthier for longer. Whether your feline friend is a mystery mix or your pup is purebred, these kits give you the full picture. And the best part, all Base Paws reports come full of personalized results to help you take action, giving you a peace of mind. Now for something I know will make my ladies happy, the Tweezerman Stainless Steel Slant Tweezer is a must-have for any beauty routine. These precision-crafted tweezers feature hand-filed tips that grab even the finest hairs with ease. Whether you're shaping brows or tackling those stubborn strays, you'll get salon-quality results every single time. And who doesn't like saving money and time on those salon visits? I know I do. Finally, the iRobot Roomba 105 robot vacuum with auto empty dock. This smart vacuum doesn't just clean, it cleans up after itself. With self-emptying capabilities and smart navigation, it tackles dirt, dust, and pet hairs on both carpet and hardwood. Imagine being able to check off vacuuming on that to-do list without even getting off the sofa. And you simply can't beat this price. It's really going to help keep your floors spotless without any effort on your part. Let's get a look at all 4 products one last time. From an easy commute and healthy pets to flawless brows and cleaner floors, head to epicdiscounts.com or scan the QR code on your screen and get RIC reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by
Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by scanning this code or look under the Marketplace section on our website. News Where You Live with Autumn Childress. Weekdays on Good Morning Richmond. Live with the News Where You Live. Good Morning Richmond starts now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Richmond Weekend Edition. I'm Sarah Molina. The time now is 8:30, and as always, we start with your Storm Tracker 8 forecast. Here to break down what we'll see today in Central Virginia is meteorologist Jacqueline Waters. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, everyone. And I hope everyone had a nice, relaxful 4th of July. Today, it's going to be another day pretty similar to yesterday. We'll see comfortable conditions. Seasonable, but low humidity. Really not too much humidity out there. 70 in Richmond, 72 in Petersburg, upper 60s in Wakefield, 71 in Tappahannock, mid 70s in Louisa. And today we're going to stay with the clear skies. A few more high level clouds, fair weather clouds move in this afternoon. And then this is Tropical Storm Chantal. We'll be talking a lot about it over the next hour and a half. That's going to bring us moisture starting tomorrow, also that risk of showers and storms for the later half of the day. So we'll talk about that. But in the meantime, enjoy the sunshine, head to the pool, maybe the beach, maybe the park, maybe the James River. We'll see plenty of sunshine, a few more clouds again this afternoon. High temperatures topping out near 90, but the key to the forecast, not humid. That does change tomorrow, as we are going to see those triple-digit heat indices once again tomorrow all the way through the end of the work week. So enjoy the low humidity today. Back over to you, Sarah.
Jackie, thanks. And this morning we've learned former teacher Abby Werner's $40 million lawsuit, filed after she was shot by one of her students, will now go to trial. But now only one person will be facing a jury. A judge dismissed the former superintendent and Rich Neck Elementary School principal from the case, saying allegations of simple negligence are protected by sovereign immunity. However, former vice principal Ebony Parker is accused of gross negligence, which is not covered by sovereign immunity. And trial is set for October. Firefighters are injured after their fire truck was hit by a tow truck on I-95 South around 10:30. Troopers tell us the firefighters were responding to another crash on the highway when the fire truck was hit. 2 of the firefighters were seriously hurt. However, all 4 are expected to make a full recovery. The driver of that tow truck now charged with reckless driving. This incident sparking concerns from fire officials in Richmond and across Central Virginia. That's because Virginia's move over law requires drivers to switch lanes or slow down when approaching an emergency service vehicle. 8 News photographer Nikita Tyler spoke to officials in Richmond and Chesterfield.
Virginia has a move over law that requires people to move over anytime there's a vehicle that's parked on the side of the roadway with flashing lights. There's so many unknowns that can occur out there. All it takes is a distracted driver to not be paying attention, and the next thing you know, something tragic happens.
Crews responded to the report of a vehicle accident on Interstate 95 southbound. While they were setting up the scene and taking care of the patient, a tractor trailer carrying another tractor trailer came between the ladder company and the engine company and struck the rear of the engine company. We're used to providing care to the public or our friends, family, anyone who comes through the city of Richmond or lives in the city of Richmond. The difference in this situation is we thought we had protected ourselves by providing that barrier. When that trust is broken, and it's surprising to us, the mental part of this is going to be harder for our firefighters than the physical damage that was done. We have lost firefighters in the region in the past being struck by vehicles. This is the one time that you're coming into our workspace while we're trying to take care of someone you might know or love. Just slow down a little bit. Get past us and then go on to your journey.
And in your Capital Connection, 5 new alcohol-related laws are now in effect in Virginia. First, to-go cocktail delivery is here to stay. A provision that allowed licensed third-party providers like DoorDash and Uber Eats to deliver alcoholic drinks was set to expire, but the General Assembly has moved to make it permanent. Next, customers can now be served full canned cocktails as long as they're 16 ounces or less and no more than 15% alcohol by volume. Human trafficking training has also been added at Virginia ABC, and a new group will crack down on underage smoking sales. This law involving Virginia ABC. Lastly, rules on how alcohol manufacturers conduct sales with vendors are now more clear. And new details out of Richmond this morning. The acting deputy chief administrative officer in the River City is reportedly returning to Henrico. Mayor Danny Avola announcing Brandon Hinton's assignment, which started at the end of May, has concluded. Hinton will resume work in Henrico on Monday as the deputy manager of administration. We're told Renee Alvarez, director of procurement, will now serve as interim DCAO. The news comes more than a month after Richmond's chief administrative officer resigned, less than 5 months on the job. The new one, Odie Donald II, is set to step into the role on Wednesday. Now to a taking action alert this morning. Kraft Heinz is recalling nearly 400,000 pounds of Oscar Mayer turkey bacon due to possible listeria contamination. The recall includes 12-ounce packages of Oscar Mayer turkey bacon original, plus 3 and 4 packs produced between April 24th and June 11th. However, no one has been reported sick. Something else to look out for, Nissan is recalling nearly 500,000 of its vehicles across the U.S. and Canada due to potential manufacturing defects that could cause engine failure. The recall covers certain Nissan Rogues between 2021 to 2024 model years and 2019 to 2020 Altimas, as well as a number of 2019 to 2022 Infiniti QX50s. The vehicles impacted carry specific VC turbo engines that may have manufacturing defects in their bearings. This may cause engine damage and possibly lead to engine failure while driving. The regulator warns increasing crash risks. Happening now, a warning from the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. The first spotted lanternfly adults have emerged in Virginia, including here in Richmond. We first told you about the invasive species back in April. Spotted lanternflies are known for damaging plants by draining their nutrients and are often seen on what's called Tree of Haven. If you spot a lanternfly, report it to the agriculture website. You can also use the clap method, which involves clapping your hands over the lanternfly to kill it on the spot. It's important to note that even if it's dead, it still needs to be reported. There are some new safety features at Doran Road and 4 Miles Run Parkway in Henrico, just steps away from the Capitol Trail. You can see the new roundabouts there, and officials say the goal is to calm traffic. We're told new sidewalk connections are also in place with crosswalks freshly painted. County leaders say flashing beacons are also on the way. And Sturgeon Fest RVA is happening this weekend to help more. This free event is open to people of all ages. This free event is open to people of all ages. The musical lineup is also made up of artists from Virginia. And to head out to that event or anything else this weekend, what should they look out for weather-wise?
Really no major impacts today. Maybe just grab the sunglasses, some extra water, maybe that sunscreen, because we'll see plenty of sunshine. Great for biking. Maybe you want to head out to Pocahontas State Park or any of the other festivals and things going on around town. It will be a really nice day for that. Temperatures will be climbing to near 90 and no risk of rain today. As we head into tomorrow, that's when things start to change. The heat and humidity will be around, so triple-digit heat indices expected tomorrow, and also that risk of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening. So really not any great biking weather the next few days, but today there's great weather for it. And then we turn to that isolated risk of a few storms on Tuesday. Here's an update on our cute new friend in the family. We adopted a new puppy last week and we picked a name. So actually she picked her own name. We had a list of 8 names and we narrowed it down to 3. And she got to pick the treat that was next to whatever name she wanted. And she went with Stormy. So this is our new friend, Stormy Waters. And she is probably waiting for her dog walk from my parents. And it's going to be a pretty nice day for that, but the pavement temperatures will heat up as we head into the afternoon. So remember to take breaks, especially on the grass, and don't be out for really an extended period of time. And make sure to always test the pavement with the bottom of your hand or maybe just your bare foot yourself. And be safe. Back over to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Jackie. And still to come on Good Morning Richmond Weekend Edition, the competition for America's best-looking police cruiser is heating up. We tell you how Virginia State Police stack up to the rest. Plus, deadly flooding hitting Texas. We're taking a closer look at the scene being called catastrophic. When we come back, The time right now is 8:39. Stay with us.
Storm Tracker 8 weather is sponsored by 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We make junk disappear.
In your Storm Tracker 8 news, heavy rain causing deadly flooding in communities along the Guadalupe River in central Texas. Officials say at least 24 people are dead. The U.S. Coast Guard is on scene helping evacuate people, and first responders are working to rescue those stranded by floodwaters. Jayla Washington is in Texas with the details.
Here in Kirk County, I was just talking to a longtime resident who explained to me what was here just yesterday. This is a park. Just hours ago, they were planning for their 4th of July. There was going to be music. There were food trucks. All of this now completely underwater. As helicopters slowly search above the Guadalupe River that's flooded a popular park in Kerrville, a relentless downpour, families in the thick of it, also trying to find their loved ones.
I heard a banging on my door. It woke me up.
Mary Jane Sharp, an 80-year-old woman, was rescued from her home early Friday morning.
Said, you have to go. We have to get out. As we were going out our little street, we picked up a lady who had been in the water, didn't quite know what to expect.
She was brought to this Walmart. Daughter who drove from out of town found her. Daughter who drove from out of town found her.
I'm just happy to see her.
The flood has already left behind catastrophic damage.
We had no reason to believe that this was going to be anything like what's happened here. We do not have a warning system.
And many still unaccounted for.
Most of them, we don't know who they are. We're having had fingerprint them at the funeral home, and one of them was completely naked.
While families wait, beds line the floor of this church for those who need a place to lay their heads. And Mary Jane and her daughter know they're fortunate.
She's my best friend.
Window World of Richmond is proud to sponsor Viper Real-Time Radar on Richmond's most accurate forecast. Now, your Storm Tracker 8 weather.
That was Jayla Washington reporting, and we're sending things over now to meteorologist Jacqueline Waters. Jackie, obviously a catastrophic scene there.
Yes, I mean, unfortunately, still looking for people. They got just so much rain in just 24 hours. I mean, these are radar estimations, and you could see some places near Round Rock, Texas, got near 14.9 inches of rain. So that is a whole lot of rain and really not a whole lot of time. So yeah, they got a lot of rain, and hopefully everyone is located, and hopefully, I mean, we have nothing like this coming up anytime soon for any of us across the country. For our area, we're not expecting this amount of rain. Certainly thinking of everyone being impacted, though, in Texas. We do have now Tropical Storm Chantal, so we're on to our sea storm, and this one is close to the coast of Georgia and South Carolina. Right now, it has winds at 40 miles per hour, moving very slowly to the north at 2 miles per hour, and it is expected to strengthen into still a tropical storm, but strengthen a tiny bit more, winds at 45 miles per hour before making landfall somewhere near Charleston, South Carolina, early tomorrow morning. So we'll continue to keep you updated on this, and it will weaken as it heads towards North Carolina and, of course, as it heads towards Virginia. But even if it weakens, which it is expected to, it is going to bring us that tropical moisture and that humidity, also that risk of showers and storms. So we'll keep you updated on the forecast for any changes as that system continues to get closer to the coast of South Carolina. Outside right now, temperatures are in the low to mid 70s, really across most areas. 74 in Lancaster, 73 Ashland and Glen Allen, 67 in Gordonsville, 70 in Columbia this morning. South of 64, temperatures are in the upper 60s still in Purdy, 73 in Stony Creek, and 73 in Waverly. Today, really nothing but sunshine and hot conditions. Temperatures will be in the mid 80s by noon. This afternoon, high temperatures will be in the upper 80s, topping out near 90. So right around where we should be for this time of year. And heat indices won't be an issue today. Then tonight, mostly clear to partly cloudy skies move in. Overnight lows drop into the mid to upper 60s. And tomorrow we'll wake up with partly sunny skies. We'll see more of that sunshine north of I-64 and more of those clouds south of I-64, and more clouds also along the coast. We stay dry until about the lunchtime hour, and that's when scattered showers and storms will start to move in. first in those southern counties, and then they'll continue to push north into some of those northern counties. It does look like most of the accumulations will be south of I-64, and then we have another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms for Monday. So the next few days on our 8-day forecast, it is looking wet, but we're not expected to get a whole lot of rain. We'll also be cooler the next few days, but when you factor in that humidity, triple-digit heat indices expected. So keep in mind, you'll want that rain jacket, you'll want that umbrella really tomorrow afternoon and for most of the work week. Although we just have that isolated risk of late day showers and storms Tuesday and Wednesday, more scattered showers and storms on Thursday, and next Saturday we're looking dry with partly sunny skies. Back over to you, Sarah.
Jackie, thanks. And happening now, one Virginia State Police vehicle is gaining national attention, but they need your help securing the title of America's best looking police cruiser. VSP entered a branded Mustang Cruiser into the American Association of State Troopers 12th annual Best Looking Cruiser contest. The top 13 cruisers will be featured on America's Best Looking Trooper Cruisers 2026 wall calendar. The winner will be on the cover, and as of Thursday, VSP is sitting in spot number 9. Voting closes on Friday, July 11th. You can find a link to vote for VSP on our website at WRIC.com. And in your day ahead, the New Kent County Farmers Market kicks off today at 9 a.m. It's happening at the Market Pavilion on New Kent Highway. You can expect a variety of vendors, a food truck, games, and giveaways. More information can be found on the New Kent County Facebook page. After the break, it's all about inspiring the next generation of naval leaders. We'll take you behind the scenes and show you how Norfolk sailors are training for important missions.
Good morning and welcome back. Time right now is 8:50. If you're headed out, no rain jacket needed today. Grab the sunglasses, the sunscreen, and some extra water, as it will be a hot but not a humid day. Plenty of sunshine overhead.
New this morning, those in the military who call Hampton Roads home come from all over, though many were also raised in the 757. Keegan Hughes has a look at the day in the life of a sailor.
As someone who grew up in the area myself, you know that the Navy is always in the back of your mind. Whether you have neighbors, families, and even friends who have joined, these hometown heroes show us what it's like to put on the uniform and take the next steps in their career in a place they call home.
In some ways, it's sort of the heartbeat of our community, and it's so wonderful being surrounded by so many people who have given so much for their country and in many ways continue to serve.
Lieutenant Commander Wallace is from Williamsburg. He has been teaching young sailors like Verdon at the Mariner Skills Training Center.
Being here my whole life, you know, you look out into the water, you see ships, you're like, okay, these are just ships, like they're probably just moving, just like how cars move.
Perspective-wise, you're taking a look at Naval Station Norfolk. Now, this room right here teaches hundreds of junior officers how to safely navigate a ship before they go out to sea.
There's a lot of assets here, something that when I was a kid I didn't see before, but we have aviation, submarines, special warfare, you name it, it's here in Norfolk.
As a Norfolk native, Verdon is just one of 800 students who will go through this building, spending hours learning through these simulators.
All engines ahead, standard, up to 15 knots. And then to learn like, oh, there actually are regulations, just like how cars move and stuff like that. That's the same way that ships move out at sea. So it's really interesting to have that type of perspective and to get that type of education.
And these 757 sailors say every time they put on their uniform, it's more than just a day at work for them.
So I want to be able to, if I can, inspire others, even though you think that you're from this area, that you can't expand your horizons and go somewhere else, and then they eventually send you back here. It's not the end of the world. It's pretty much a blessing.
Returning to a place they call home and even teaching other sailors from our area, Wallace says he now sees Hampton Roads in a new light.
And it's incredible being around that, and it's quite the inspiration for me to want to continue to serve and do right by those future officers so that they can lead their teams as they go over the horizon, potentially into harm's way.
That was Keegan Hughes reporting, and what an interesting look at a day in the life.
Currently serving, and I mean they have a very important job, and I mean it's important especially on this weekend.
Red, white, and blue.
Yes.
All right, guys, we'll have red, white, and blue.
Yes.
All right, guys, we'll have more for you.
A city office rocked by scandal makes a move and demands change.
We're going to make sure that we're following the rules.
8 News is taking taking action and asking tough questions. How will the new Richmond registrar gain back our trust? Tuesday at 6.
Good morning and welcome back. Again, today a beautiful day, plenty of sunshine overhead, high temperatures topping out near 90 and not feeling like the triple digits. Enjoy the sunshine because more clouds will be around tomorrow, especially south of I-64 and along the coast. And then we'll have that risk of afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms moving in. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s, but when you factor in that humidity tomorrow, it is going to feel like the triple digits. If you're headed out to the beach today, you won't be alone. You could see a lot of people out there enjoying their start to the weekend, Saturday. Some taking a long weekend because of 4th of July yesterday. But if you're headed out today, 1 to 2 feet for those waves, so not really any great surfing waves. Rip current risk low, but that rip current risk is at that moderate level for tomorrow, and we have that risk of showers and storms tomorrow in Virginia Beach. And tropical moisture stays with us through Monday. Scattered showers and storms will stick around. An isolated risk of a few showers and storms Tuesday and Wednesday, and then another round of scattered showers and storms Thursday. So
beautiful. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back with more news in just a minute.